Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. We're going to be diving back into Algorand this morning, zooming out, looking at the larger time frames, trying to keep a bit more of a cool head. Obviously, at the moment, we're currently losing our local lows, and I have said in the last previous Algorand video that this month we do need to see a close above 27 cents in order to see any sort of upside, 28 cents, which was our local lows that we put in June. Now, one negative sign that I was pointing out in previous videos as well is that Bitcoin had already lost its lows, and that in itself was very negative in my eyes for altcoins. So and right now you can see that a lot of altcoins are starting to lose their lows. Algorand had this 28 cent area that we needed to hold and needed to close above, but again on the weekly you can see that we have closed out below that mark that we needed to hold, so that in itself is quite negative. And you can see here obviously you had a rally back into resistance, and now you're looking like you're going to be forced down into a final fifth wave here. And when I say fifth wave, how I mean for that is, I've said in previous videos, the market works in waves. So you had this bull run. Okay, this is a bull run, which is again completely normal within crypto. Algo had this wave 1, this wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. Now what's going on here is we've had some sort of bear market, large correction, capitulation, however you want to call it. Again, this is something very healthy and very normal. You've had a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, this is your wave 4, and right now I think we're looking to put in this final fifth wave, which can be as large as wave 1. It can be as large as wave 1, but it can also be shallower. For me, potentially, you are looking to come down and form some sort of lower low here. But where could we find support? Where is this? If this is the last wave or leg down of this wave 5 to get us out of the woods, where could we find support? Well, the way to look at that for me on the larger sort of time frames, in the first place, we had, I think we was looking at retracing to this zero fib here. So you had this zero fib, the all-time high, retracing back down to this low, because you can see you came up here, you came back, this is where you held support, you put in that final leg. So we was looking to come back and hold this low. We came back to 67 cents, which was the low we was looking to hold. We got rejected by the 786 and had the large push down to the 1618 at 27 cents. So this was the area that we've been holding for many weeks, okay? Because what happens is when you fall through these fibs, you normally, unless you get this capitulative phase, you normally start to like coil up between the fibs, between the two levels that you're between, which Algo did do here for a few weeks, and it was looking great because you retraced back to the 1272. But this has been seen now as something negative, because you can see you've had this wave down, a wave up, a wave down. You came to the 1618, you tried to get back above and break above the 1272, but you met that with strong resistance and are now being forced down and losing this 1618 target. There's two ways to look at this. If you're looking on the monthly time frame, potentially we could be retracing to around 16 cents, which brings us straight back down to these lows here. The candle closes in the 2020 coronavirus dump, and are we witnessing something very similar in regards to this capitulative candle here? If we measure the size of this close, I'm going to go from the closes. Okay, that was a 52% in regards to candle close. So if we get something very similar, you can see that 54% would tie up roughly with that 16 cent area and at that 2 fib. Now, am I being too optimistic here? Is this something that moving forward can but won't happen? Are we expecting too much, or are the markets in a condition right now where it could come into play? Who knows? Welcome to crypto. This is the beauty of it, and also the fear at the same time. Fear never feels like opportunity, but if that did come around, you're literally, Algo's retracing down to these levels that it's not seen since 2020. And forgive me, I bought at these prices up here for many projects. Algorand wasn't one of them. Fortunately, I got in a lot lower for the prices on Algo. But you know, last year, past year and a half, where I got involved in crypto, I was very emotional and I put a lot of money in. So I've been DCAing on the way down. I would be stupid not to buy at these levels if this happened. I would be stupid. Fear never feels like opportunity, and greed never feels like you need to sell, but really and truly you do. But again, guys, I'm a long-term hodler. I'm in this for the long run. I think Algo's an amazing project, and right now it's just doing what the rest of the market's doing. So please try and hold on to your horses. Hold on for dear life, not financial advice, especially if you are a long-term holder of these projects. But anyways, so we've got that 16 cent target in, bringing us back down to the closes of March 2020, but we do still have legs of support above that too. Okay, so there's different ways that we can look at this fib. So on the larger scale of fibs, you've got the all-time high retracing to this 10 cent area that we put in in March, you can see that right now what's happened here for Algo is, you came down to the 050, the 1618. In fact, it pushed you straight down to the 702 at 27 cents. From the all-time high, you basically came down in a large A, B, C wave to that 702. You've coiled up here. See, look how tight the range was. This is how tight and accurate this, for me, this fib, I think, is a bit more accurate for us to monitor moving forward. Because you've come down to the 702, you've come up to the 0618, sorry, and this is where resistance is met. This is the golden ratio. You need to get back above that or hold it as support to confirm any sort of upside. So the fact that Algo had even pushed down to the 702 and didn't find any sort of support on the 0618 and the 050 kind of indicates, okay, you're losing these golden areas of support here. From this high retracing to this low, you've lost these areas, which are normally the areas seen as as support, and you've actually turned them into strong resistance. So it's no wonder you're getting a push down from this 0618 area here at 36 cents. You're getting the push down. For me, I think the 20 cent area is an option or an area to get involved, and that sits on the 786. So you've had this coil up here. Potentially you're coming down looking for another coil up, and is this where the low would be in? At this 20 to 21 cent area? Because what you can see here is the 786 falls on this area of support where you found this capitulative dump in March 2020. You came up, held support on the 786, broke out, came back to the 786 again, formed a higher low, and then this is where the impulsive move started for Algo. So we've got support within this range here. So I think we're looking between somewhere in this red sort of box, okay? Because again, here you coiled up within this area, higher lows. You came back down for support here at this 15 cents. You came up, held the 786, broke out, and then you turned resistance into support. So this was resistance for a long time for Algo, a price of 25 cents. You came up, higher low, broke out, turned that resistance into support here, and then got your continuation into the bull. So right now, what we need to see for Algo is you come down 1, 2, 3, 4, come down somewhere in this red box, look for support, okay, potentially the 786 at 20 cents, and then start working your way back through these fibs, just like you did here. You had capitulation, started working your way back through the fibs, off you go. If we do the same and come down to this 786 and hold that as support, work your way through the fibs, off you go. And you still are putting in higher lows, and you just have to tackle the all-time high to continue forming a long-term sort of bullish structure moving forward. But who's to say that that's the case? Who knows? Right now, again, the market's very uncertain. But I am looking for, I think, 20 to 21 cents as the next area of support for some sort of bounce or some sort of relief. At that point, if we do meet resistance again, then this fifth wave is not over, and potentially you are retracing, unfortunately, back down to these lows here of the Black Swan event in the COVID dump. It just seems very, very similar. It seems very, very similar. Look at this large capitulative candle. Right now, it looks like we're starting to form this large capitulative candle. Could similar events be playing out? Of course. There's a hell of a lot of manipulation, in the market. Again, you've got this right-angled broadening wedge, which is a bearish pattern. Yeah, the horizontal level of support, ascending highs, and you've lost that. Again, you've lost that as support. So you're looking to come down to further downside targets, and evidently, for the past, I think, the past few days or the past couple of weeks have been very, very choppy. Again, to get me a bit more of an accurate insight as to why I think 20 to 21 cents, I'm going to get a fib on from this high. This is on the daily time frame. Okay, so from the daily, we're zoomed in a little bit here. We're going from this high, retracing to this low, because this is the low that we started to move impulsive off. Where Algo had the 27-28 cent low. It started to coil up, it broke out, came back in the A, B, C, found a higher level of support, okay, than these lows. So you had the A wave down, a B wave high, a C wave correction. You found support higher than these lows here, and this is where you started to work up impulsively. You can see you came up here though quite on a vertical scale, so to say. We have seen larger moves, of course, in the past, but this is nonetheless still quite an impulsive curvature move to the upside. Now, at this point, what happened is you topped out, you started to retrace. FTX news came out, very negative. More news coming out, very negative. For me, from this high retracing to this low, okay, right now, we've lost the one fib at 28 cents. So we was needing to hold that, which was this low. We've come down to the 1272, which we've been holding for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably past 2 weeks. So you can see we've been wicking and putting in lows around that 25-cent area, 25 to 22 cents at the 1272. But we're starting to push with a candle below this. So if you start to see today close below 25 cents, or this is on the smaller time frames, if you start to see today close below 25 cents, do look for the push to the 1618, okay, which ties up with 21 cents. Do look for that push, because I think on the daily here, what's happened is you've got these lower highs, you've got this sort of horizontal level of support, and this is a descending triangle potentially, or some sort of bear flag continuous pattern. But again, look, you came down to support, you had a high, support, you had another high, support, another high, and then now you've lost this support. Okay, we've lost it. We've lost that support, so we are in technical targets to the downside. This pattern here would probably indicate that you are looking to come down to the 1618 at around that 21 cent area again, which gives us more confidence that that may be the final push down here for algo. 20 to 21 cents. I am looking for some sort of support, relief. Even at this point, if you came down and met this 1272, I'd turn that to resistance. Again, if you start to come down and lose the 1618, you got further targets down to 17, 18 cents. So there's lots of things pointing towards lots of things right now. There's lots of uncertainty in the market. But on the daily time frame, retracing from this high to this low, in the near immediate short term, you've got this descending triangle. Potentially you're turning that into resistance. You're turning the 1272 into resistance, and you're looking to push down to that 21 cent area. There's multiple signals that are pointing to us 20 to 21 cents right now on all sorts of time frames. Large weekly, monthlies, a lot of them are looking to push towards this sort of area. Now, if algo did do that, again, you potentially have got an A, you've got this B, and right now you're in this C down to 21 cents, and that potentially could be your lows in for algo at this point. And again, you would be coming back to previous areas of support and resistance that algo was struggling to break out of during COVID times. Okay, so if we was to come down to this sort of range here around 20 cents and start to have some choppiness, it really wouldn't surprise me. At that point, try to form some sort of bottom, and once you get back above that 27 cents, I said at the start of the video, I think 27 cents we need to start closing above to see any sort of momentum again. It's a very key area. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. I'm going away for the next 4 to 5 days to Devon again, sadly to my granddad's funeral. So I will not be getting as much content out as I would like to, and I do hope you guys understand. I will try and record some videos in advance to schedule the release, but these will just be general scale market condition type videos, nothing too direct in regards to specific coins until I am back. So I'm away from Tuesday to Friday. I do hope you guys can understand. I will try my best to get some content out to you. But until next time, guys, from ChartNerd TA, I hope everybody is well. Take care, stay warm, and peace out.